Yes, sir, baby, on the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building this time, not at Rolling Loud. Pittsburgh in the fucking building. Everything black and yellow.
Everything black and yellow.
Well, red today.
Yeah, you know.
Fed the God in the
Spider-Man
building.
today.
My God.
What's up, brother?
I want to shout out your girl, because your girl made this fit.
Yeah. She made this shit, you know, Dallas, Mystique, worldwide. Shit's heat. Shit fire.
Now that shit fire. Because I told you, I'm like, I want one now. This is tough.
Yeah, you got to get one, man. Long sleeves or short sleeves. Put your order in.
Shit, you gonna connect me right after this because I need. Damn, I wish I would have had this for like Powerhouse too because we got Powerhouse in like a week and a half. That's like our concert that we do. I'm doing like.
Bro, I can get that to you in a week and a half.
My God, my dog.
I already got a Dickie suit in the closet. I was gonna use for me, but you can have it.
For real, but like, all right, but we need. But the height difference is like.
It's Dickies is the same. What you need, but yeah, it's the same, bro.
34, 30. I think it's.
I mean,
34, 30.
Pants might be a little longer, but you know, y'all from New York.
You cut them a little bit.
No, I just put a little slit in them. You know, y'all New York niggas is innovative.
All right, well, relax. put them with some. I'll get some. What color is it?
Blue or tan. You pick your poison.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you put some butters on. Come on, bro. You from New York.
Put some
6 inches on.
Put some butters on.
Yeah.
You lit. How you been?
I've been chilling, man. Project dropping it tomorrow.
Tonight. It's out tonight.
Yes.
Well, by the time y'all see this, whenever it is, it's out.
Yeah, it'll be out. But project dropping whenever y'all see this. So, project dropping. It's been doing a lot.
Timberland and chopped cheese. I got
Timberlands
the
and
video
chopped
right
cheese. You know, the project's inspired by New York. Mm-hmm. I finished the project up here. Right after Rolling Loud when I seen you. So
oh, really?
The project, yeah. I just knocked out 3 more songs, and I was just like, man, I love drill so much. I love New York. And it was just like, embrace the sound. Like, I didn't try to sound like no New York nigga. I did me on the beats, but it was just like, you know.
Just New York.
Man, New York.
Did you record the whole thing in New York, or you said you had a couple tracks that you did after?
I did a couple of tracks in New York, and then everything else I did at home.
Oh, okay. But it's New York inspired.
It's New York inspired, nonetheless. And I'm not trying to bite all y'all New York niggas. I know y'all be on here. I ain't trying to bite y'all niggas. Big up to y'all. I like what y'all doing with the music, man. And it's the sound of the road right now. Like, you know, New York got the sound of the road with the drill. That's what everybody listens to. My kids listen to it. So I was like, why not do it?
Who do your kids listen to? Do you know?
They listen to K Flock and B Love. They love K Flock.
They love K Flock and B Love.
Yeah, and fucking I think his name is Ron Sumo.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were like, put on a sturdy song, Dad. So I put it on, and they do their little shit. I hold them by their little shirt, and they do their dance and shit. So it'll be cool.
That's fire. Yo, shout out my boys, man. Look, they fucking with you all the way in Pittsburgh, man. That's fire.
Yeah, we love New York down there. It's right there. It's a couple hours away.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours.
4 if you're driving fast.
Yeah, you know, but we get the music. We get the music quick, so it'd be cool.
I forgot who we was talking. Somebody I know went to Pittsburgh recently. They're like, Pittsburgh is like mad hilly. Mm-hmm. I haven't been to Pittsburgh since I was like 11, but that's true. But that's like true, right?
Oh yeah, bro.
Mad hilly.
We live in the mountains.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. Because like I said, I was like maybe 11, 12 at the time when I went to Pittsburgh because I went to a Pittsburgh Pirates game. That's my dad and I think we go to baseball stadiums. Yeah. But we went through like a tunnel. And then next thing I know, it's like a city in the middle.
Pop out.
The city's like in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
Or like someone in the middle of like all the hills. And the
so
mountains
when you
around.
come through the tunnel, that's the I think if I'm not mistaken, that's the Fort Pitt Tunnel. When you come into the city, you see downtown. You come through a bridge, and then you see downtown's on an island. So like basically how I can explain it to a New York person is, if you coming across the Liberty Tunnel, but the Liberty Tunnel was up high in the air.
Yeah.
And you see the Statue of Liberty, and then you see a whole city behind the Statue of Liberty. That's how Pittsburgh is. It's on a river. Like downtown Pittsburgh is on a river, and then you cross the bridge and you see the Steelers Stadium and you see PNC Park right there. So that's how it is.
And then there's like also like houses on like the
Mount Washington. Yeah.
Like
so there's houses on top of the mount. There's an incline that take you up on the mount. There's a big ass clock on the mount. So yeah, that's how it is.
I'm glad you confirmed this because in my brain I've been trying to rack my brain around like what Pittsburgh used to look like for so long now, and I'm like, I think I'm bugging because there's no way that I just went through some magic tunnel and then there's this fucking city in the middle of all the hills. Like,
oh no, because it's crazy. Like it is a magic tunnel because when you come in, when you're in Pittsburgh, especially if you're coming from the airport. You don't see no city. It's just straight parkway. Yeah. You see parkway and trees. And you're like, where the fuck is the houses at? And then you just come through and it's just like, oh shit, it's the city. This is where they live at.
But when I was there, from what I remember, like obviously I went to the Pirates game. That was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful city. I will say that.
Oh yeah, we love it there, man.
Y'all got a great city, man.
We got good pizza too. Y'all ain't the only people with good pizza.
Okay, relax.
Yeah, shit.
You trying to say you got better pizza than us?
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna let them judge. I can't tell you. I'm biased, just like you.
It was funny because we were talking a little bit about like what did your man say? It was like you like the introduction to like the street shit in Philly right? Because we was like, we was talking about like we spoke about this at Rolling Loud too. Like obviously, you know, Wiz and Mac, right? Obviously, Mac represents a different side of Philly and a different sonic. And
Pittsburgh.
And I don't know why I said Philly. I'm thinking of your PA plates that you wrote in on. My bad. Mac represents a different side of Pittsburgh than Wiz, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying that like, okay, there's Wiz, and then now there's you, and you are kind of like the introduction to like that street side now, which is interesting to think about now because I never really thought about it like that, but that is true.
Yeah, because like there's another artist in Pittsburgh that does the street like that represents like the more so urban side of Pittsburgh, the more so hood side. So it'd be more so me and Hardo. Like we give y'all the end, like what's going on the north side, what's going on the east, because Wiz and Mac is like they're both from the same side of Pittsburgh. It's just different neighborhoods. But like I think if I'm not mistaken, Mac was from Point Breeze or Squirrel Hill, and Wiz is from Hazelwood. So that's technically like the east side. Hardo's from the east side too, but he's from Wilkinsburg. Like that's the trenches. Like I'm from the north side, the North Heights projects in Manchester. So that's the trenches. Like you can Google that shit, be like, oh shit, this is crazy. Like. So that's what my music sounds like. It's just so I'm more of an intro on the north side of the streets. I'm a whole different side of Pittsburgh because Wiz, Hardo, and Mac is all from the same side, and they went to the same school.
Oh, they went to the same school too?
Yeah, they went to Orderdice.
That's crazy. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so I'm a whole new thing for Pittsburgh, like different school, different side of town, different person.
And what's the other artist's name?
Hardo.
Shout out Hardo, man. Shout out Hardo. You got to introduce me.
Yeah, shout out Hardo. I'm going to tap you in.
Please. And what's interesting about that, too, is like, you know, obviously, besides you being Taylor Gang, which we already talked about how that all came about, like, it's also like, you know, one, you're carrying that torch, right? That kind of, you know, that they sparked, like, you know, years ago. And then also, like, you're younger and you're different. It's a different type of era. It's a different type of thing that
it's a different wave.
Different wave, different everything that you're representing now, which is also interesting too, because it comes like quite a bit after they first came out of Pittsburgh. Also.
Exactly. They came out of Pittsburgh when I was in when Wiz was coming up, Wiz and Chevy was coming up. I was in 9th grade. That's down there. I'm 29 now. That's 14 years ago.
Yeah, and it's cool that like you even got the record with like Wiz and Chevy now. Like even like obviously being Taylor Gang, but like also just having them both on a record with you is kind of like a monumental thing that I hope a lot of people like appreciate and see. Like, oh yeah, this is fire. That
it was crazy, bro. Because like I used to listen to them, like I still listen to them to this day. Because I hear them record now. But like coming up, having like used to going on LimeWire and then going on live mixtapes and .piff and downloading they shit and throwing it on the iPod, walking through the hallways of school, like, oh, you got the new Wiz. I had it. Like I was one of them wearing the t-shirts and everything to them like embracing me. It was crazy. It's just crazy, bro. Like it's kind of wild for real when you think of it.
It's weird. It's crazy because at that time, like people were still buying CDs and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like I have this very random because Facebook was really big. I mean, Facebook's big again now with people, but I don't be on Facebook now. But I remember back then, Facebook
was the thing.
Big. And one of the funniest Facebook posts that I remember. I remember the kid's name. I'm not gonna say his name, but he like went to Best Buy and he bought Wiz's album, right? And he returned it immediately, not because he didn't like it. It's just because at the time the whole album was basically out on iTunes. He already had like all the singles from it because I guess Wiz dropped like most of the songs already as singles. Yeah. So he was so mad that he returned the album. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna just LimeWire the rest of the songs." I don't know if he actually returned it, but we was dead as like 12 or 13 at this point, and I thought that's a very repressed memory of mine. But I thought it was so funny having you here and talking about this.
Bro, for all y'all kids out here watching this. Before streaming, it was LimeWire. We wasn't buying music. We was listening to LimeWire. We was ripping that shit. Facts.
Or if the artist officially released the tape,
.piff and live mixtapes.
.piff and live mixtapes, and like Wiz's shit on .piff was always like with the triple platinums and everything.
It was front page for a whole month.
Yep.
Literally, like
they did like a whole takeover. I forgot which one. There were so many of them that
Cushion OJ, fucking Star Power, Borden Bass, and like shit was crazy.
Is there like, do you feel like the pressure, not for like the carry on like Taylor Gang, but just like the Pittsburgh torch, considering it's like, I'm sure there's a lot of artists that are out of Pittsburgh right now, right? Yeah. But in terms of like you and the other artists that you mentioned, it's like obviously you two are the more prevalent ones at this moment, right? I'm sure more will come up as time goes on and as you guys carry that torch. But do you feel that pressure to carry that torch and then inspire?
I don't really feel no pressure. Like I don't feel no pressure. I'm more so trying to get on the radar of the bigger cities and shit. Like Pittsburgh is more of a melting pot. Like a lot of people don't really come there for real. Like even the bigger artists, like they'll come through for a tour stop, but it's hit or miss. Like so, I don't feel no pressure for real because Pittsburgh don't they don't really understand. Like Pittsburgh isn't more of a trendsetting city. Like I'm a trendsetter. Like artists who come out are trendsetters. That's why you're more so catchers and shit. Yeah. Like Pittsburgh's a great city, but when terms of music, they just like they flock to whatever's hot. Yeah. Like they don't really understand it. Like they don't understand a musician. When you do something different in Pittsburgh, it's more so frowned upon. So I don't feel pressure to carry that. Like I more so feel pressure to carry a legacy for my children. I don't feel pressure to carry music out of there because I'm already different. I already got through the pressure point of making it out of there and waking up and shit.
Making it now a whole New York
inspired. I'm New York, Louisiana, Houston, UK, Africa, shit like that. Like I ain't really worried about Pittsburgh.
Right. Yeah. But hopefully the stuff that you do in different countries and even New York, Houston, Atlanta, whatever, like that, hopefully that inspires people back home. And
of course, I do it for the younger generation, for the 18, for 21 and under, like 25 and under. I would do it for who wants to be inspired, but all that other shit.
All the other shit.
Yeah, they got that shit.
I forgot to ask, is there anybody on this project with you?
Nope.
Oh, it's just you, just straight you.
Nope, no features.
Damn, you could have put one New York person on it.
Nope.
Just wanted to.
Nope. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I can't wait for you to hear it.
I know. Crazy. I can't. Like, we're recording this obviously clearly before the project comes out, but it's out now. So please go stream it.
Project out now.
I haven't heard it yet, but please go stream it when you see this because
Timberlands and chopped cheese.
Timberlands and chopped cheese. That makes sense why you.
The Aki way.
The Aki way. That makes sense why you hit me about the chopped cheese this morning. I was like, I thought he was like actually serious, but it was just because also.
No, I mean, I was actually serious. I was gonna eat it. It wasn't for promotion. I was gonna fuck that joint up.
But it was also because of the project and shit too, right? Mm-hmm. I'm crying. But I think that that's tough. That like. That you can do that, you're in that space where you can do that, and one also have like the support of like the label and everything to just kind of do what you want in that respect too.
Yeah, it's love, bro. Like it's just love, like having support, having like real people who really genuinely love my music. Like it's crazy for like even being at Rolling Loud. It was like, wow, y'all really like my music. Y'all are here. Everybody else is here, but y'all really came over to my stage and y'all are watching, and y'all didn't leave. Like more people came over. I'm like, oh, cool.
Hey, fed to God. What's up? It was mad funny because a couple nights ago, I was actually watching, like, what I do before bed, I just watch random YouTube videos until I fall asleep, right? And obviously you had the Speed Racer project, and I got to send this to you. It's like a whole, like, I don't know how much you, like, are into Speed Racer, like, as, like, an anime, but there was, like, I watched this whole, like, hour-long documentary about Speed Racer.
Oh, for real? You gotta send me that. I'm gonna tune into it.
It was, like, I watched 1 hour-long documentary about Speed Racer, like, from like the Japanese Chinese anime, from that to like modern day anime, which is on like Nickelodeon, to like the movie, and to like where it's at now. Shit was mad interesting. Now I was like, oh shit, I gotta send this to Fed because of the album and shit like that.
It was crazy, and it's crazy because even Speed Racer, like, because I wasn't really into it growing up, but I had just kept watching the movie, and I'm like, yo, this is dope.
Hard movie.
Yeah, so I just dug deeper into it, like, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fire. It's just fast paced, and then I just made the project called Speed Racer.
And it was inspired. Yo, and then the other video is just about how the movie is actually a work of art and not a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's literally art. Like watching that movie, it's like, whoa, they did a lot with this movie. Like,
like just the graphics and everything.
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Someone's in the video, right? It's not like I'm spoiling anything, but in the video, like they're like, oh, the main reason why the movie failed, and they like showed it. They're like, oh, they put the movie in between Iron Man and The Dark Knight.
You couldn't do that.
Like no movie was gonna win in that spot.
No, but that was crazy. Iron Man barely won against The Dark Knight. Shit.
And you put this like colorful ass movie about a Chinese anime, Japanese anime. Like,
it didn't make sense.
Nobody was gonna.
You were supposed to release that movie in October. Let Iron Man get his run, Batman get his run, then Speed Racer around Halloween or something, because nobody watches horror films no more. They're not scary.
You know what did slap though?
What?
The Speed Racer video game. Did you ever play that as a kid?
No. I played it. It was
you
crazy.
Missed out, bro.
It was crazy.
Speed Racer game slapped as a kid.
What system was it on?
I had it for DS and for PlayStation.
I got it.
Both versions.
I'm gonna download it on my PC. Get an emulator.
You get an emulator? I'm telling you, bro. It's like if you want like the ultimate nostalgia trip, that was really it for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give me an emulator.
I wanted to ask also. I saw you do this pose, like from the boot to the books, academic weapon. What were you doing? What was going on with that? I peeped that.
Shout out to my dog Brad Crott. He invited me up to come to school for a day. So I went to Penn State for a day, and he does this series on TikTok called Academic Weapons. So, you put your chest up and you walk down to the class and you sit in front of the class, like, and you take it all in. So that's what I did. I took it all in and was a real student. I got to volunteer and stuff. I got to like learn about a hot topic about Korea, South Korea's education, like South and North Korea's education, how they're way far advanced in America. So it was fair. I loved it, bro. I actually want to do it again.
Really? So you just sat like you didn't sit like in front of the class. You sat like
no, I sat in front of the class,
like front row.
Yeah,
not facing the class. You faced the teacher.
Faced the teacher.
Okay.
I was front row. It was 700 people in there. I was front row.
Oh, it was one of those.
Huge lecture.
I see. Even when I went to college, I never had any of those lectures.
Oh,
so I don't even know what those big ass lectures are like.
It'd be like about just informing you about events around the world, what other kids are going through. That's your age, like what other economies is going through, who's on America's ass, how far behind we are. That's what it was more so about, and it was crazy, bro. You know, like 70% of Koreans graduate college.
You said 70?
Yeah, with a bachelor's degree.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
What's the American percentage? Did they tell you?
40 something.
Damn.
We suck.
We're stupid.
We're stupid. Bro, they go to school. Bro, they go to school from 8. Like they have these things called hagwons, so they can go to school from 8 a.m. to 2 in the morning.
That's
and they got to wake up and do it again.
No.
Children.
Absolutely not.
From the ages 2 to 18, you go to school from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I'll take my chances with America.
I was like, yo, so my homie was like, yo, do they play sports? They was like, we don't care about sports. Like, they don't care about sports. Like, athletes aren't decorated over there. Like, the higher education you get, the more decorated you are as a citizen.
So here it's like athletics,
music, entertainment. Art. Over there, it's all education and political.
I like being entertained, though.
I love being entertained.
But I ain't
gonna hold you. One of the students said, that's what we got America for.
True. We serve our purpose.
We serve our purpose.
I'm sure you got some streamers in South Korea, too. There's some people.
Oh, man, they love my music over there. We love him. They're not going to do it. They don't care about making it. We're trying to be the smartest kid in the world. We're trying to design a motherfucking flying Tesla car. Like, they don't care about it.
So you went over there, you just learned a whole lot in, like, a short period of time.
And they don't steal. So they have stores that run by themselves. They don't have cash registers. They don't have people in there. Like, you know how we got self-checkout?
Yeah.
They have self-checkout, but there's no employees in there to watch because they don't steal. They don't believe in it.
That's nuts.
It's wild.
That's nuts.
Wild concept.
You learn something new.
Yeah, I would never do it. I would never run a store without that. I don't have self-checkout, but people steal.
Never run a store in New York without a gun.
You need multiple guns.
Multiple guns.
But you can't even have a gun here.
Yes, you can now.
Oh, for real?
But I don't know the legalities behind it, but yes, you can have a gun now.
Because that's one thing we learned, like growing up. Don't never go to New York with your gun.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you don't, have the right things, you know, you might end up in a cell. But
I mean, but we have licenses. Is that not enough?
I'm not part of this 60%, my brother.
Yeah, I hate it.
No, I did graduate, but I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm not part of the higher level of education where I know all these things.
I don't get it. That's crazy.
Clearly, I do podcasts, so I'm.
I rap. I can't have a gun.
Yeah, I do podcasts, so clearly I'm not on the higher spectrum of education in this country. But you know what? Having fun. We having fun doing it.
I'm having a ball. I don't need a gun. Get security guard.
Facts.
That's it.
So we got the project out now. What's up? What's coming next for you, bro?
What's coming next? Yeah. Shows. Next year, planning tours, planning more shows, and I got 3 more projects coming. They're all dates are set. Coming, me, Wiz, and Chevy got a joint project coming.
Whoa! You, Wiz, and Chevy got a joint project?
Yeah, called 3P. Wow. It's gonna be 3 songs, quick and easy, but it's gonna be a song in my realm, song in the Taylor Gang realm, and an old song in like the original Cushion OJ realm.
It's only 3 songs though.
We're gonna give y'all a couple of them. Okay. It's sweet. It's for the holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll forgive you just because
it's a gift, man.
You say it's for Christmas. You say it's for the holidays. Yeah. Everything's already forgetting.
It's coming Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday. 3P. So we got Timberlands and Chopped Cheese out now. 3P coming Cyber Monday, and then at the top of the year, I'm dropping Fat Chella. It's festival music, so it's gonna be. I wouldn't consider it rage. I would more so consider it rock. So I'm just more so. I'm having fun with music right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fat Chella.
Yes.
Top of the year.
3P. Cyber Monday.
And then
Timberlands and Chopped Cheese out now.
And
we on the radar.
And we on the radar. Freestyle out now.
You know, keep me on the radar.
Man, well, I appreciate you being here.
Man, I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you for driving all the way up from Pittsburgh. to come chop it up. You got a long drive home. It's already late when we're recording this, so I'm not going to hold you much longer. You know the drill at this point, bro. Let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let them know now? It's time to do it. Right here.
Fed to God. Fed to God. Fed to God. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn, Tinder. MySpace, Facebook. Everywhere it's Fed to God. Xbox, PlayStation. That's it. Catch me on the radar. Catch me in New York. If y'all see me, just bring me a chopped cheese because that's all I want right now. I don't know no other food up here. I got good pizza at home. I just want chopped cheeses. And that's it, man. Just catch me everywhere. Apple Music, SoundCloud, Timberlands and Chopped Cheese is out now. Stream that. 3P coming, Cyber Monday, Fed Chiller, top of the year.
Boom. Well, there you have it. Make sure you go follow him. Go stream that project out now. 3P, Cyber Monday. Fed Chella, top of the year.
Yes, sir.
Go run up that freestyle. That's also out now. Go run up that Rolling Loud interview. That's also out now.
I'll do Rolling Loud interview.
And make sure you just show him some love. Show him some support. Love and support is free. But y'all already knew that.
Love me.
Pittsburgh in the building.
I love you.
Fed the God in the building. We out. On the radar. Boom.
My dog.
Let's go.